Yeah, absolutely. I certainly agree. And I also thought, the fact that Tony Burke has this week backflipped and backflipped on multiple positions, has lied to the Australian public, and then, finally admits, actually, we did give them passports and we don't know where these people are living. We know absolutely no information. And once again, it's an absolute national security failure on behalf of Labor. Now, look, I thought this next story was quite interesting. Defence has banned further print runs of its Taste of Harmony cookbook. Now, our viewers might remember that this cookbook was produced by the department's Guided Weapons and Explosive Ordnance Group. This is the same group tasked with establishing a $200 billion plus domestic missile manufacturing industry, which is a goal that remains very, very distant. Yet somehow time was found to produce a cookbook on the taxpayer's dime, David. But now Defence have finally banned it. Is it a good call?
Well, I mean, as you can see, I was quite a connoisseur of defence cooking, and I want to put a little bit of, without defending the brass, I will highlight the fact that in the military, whether it be having powdered eggs in a gun pit or dining in the officers' mess for a formal occasion, food is very, very important. As Napoleon said, an army marches on its stomach. However, the tone of this book. And he wasn't the commander of the catering corps. This was a senior 2 or 3 star that was supposed to be engaged elsewhere. So, and the tone of harmony just doesn't sit right. I think the RSL might have something to say about this as well. It doesn't seem to work well, and I think people will be scratching their heads wondering why a 3-star officer is engaged in harmony. Cooking, but in the defence of the Australian Army Catering Corps, a shout out to all of our Army cookies. It is culturally an important part of Defence Service life.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't have a problem with being a connoisseur. Like, I don't have any issues with that. My issue, Hollie, is that this particular group's been tasked with this enormous project worth $20 billion. It's running so far behind schedule, but the time has been found to make a cookbook. I don't know. What's your views?
Look, I don't know. Are they attaching copies of the cookbook to the missiles that they're supposed to be developing?
Maybe.
Look, I'm hoping it's been stopped because David Johnson, who's the new Chief of Defence, is an eminently sensible man and an absolutely beautiful person. So I'm hopeful that he's actually the one who's gone, enough of this rubbish, and under him we're going to see a reduction in the woke activities that the ADF was becoming such fervent fans of. But I mean, I've read this story and reread this story and read the story again, and I still cannot figure out who thought this was a good idea, what it was about. I'm with David. I did all my ADF programs when I was in Parliament and loved them, and the importance of feeding our soldiers is absolutely paramount, particularly on the submarines. That's actually probably the highest quality food you will get across the Defence Forces, because clearly they don't have much else going on when they're underneath the surface. Yeah. But yeah, whoever thought this was a good idea is a little bit beyond me.
Yeah, look, I don't think that China is currently out there producing cookbooks. Let's be realistic. China's got other priorities right now. Hollie Hughes, David Elliott, nice to see you both. Have a great weekend. Thanks very much for joining me on the show.